Time now for the KSL In-Depth. Hurricane Harvey could absolutely clobber the Texas Gulf Coast this weekend. Texas Governor Greg Abbott this afternoon urged people in the path of this monster storm get clear.
If you have the ability to evacuate and go somewhere else for a little while, it would be good.
Abbott has already asked the White House for a disaster declaration, and the hurricane hasn't even made landfall yet. Well, Boyce Tesch lives in Victoria, Texas. It's midway between Houston and Corpus Christi, and he's joining me live now on the KSL Newsline. Boyce, thanks so much for joining us. This must be a difficult time. Are you leaving town?
No, actually, we are staying through the storm. The mandatory evacuation came late yesterday evening, and because of the traffic and the work situation, we decided to hunker down with a bunch of other families here in town. There's really quite a few people who are staying through throughout the storm.
Help me understand a mandatory evacuation. Don't the police knock on your door and say, get out now?
Well, actually, through Facebook, through the social medias, and through the news stations and stuff, and radios, they have a pretty good system where they make the announcement, hey, this is mandatory evacuation. Also, our school district is very good about sending out what's called an Edge Elite phone call that also tells parents of all the students, hey, school's closed, and yes, the city's offering a mandatory evacuation of the place.
Boyce, you sound, relaxed. I mean, what we're seeing and hearing is you're going to have 130-mile-an-hour wind, flooding, torrential rain, 10, 20, 30 inches worth. You've decided to stay. Are you safe?
Yes. Yes, we are safe. Luckily, we live in Victoria, in a high place, in Victoria. Our neighborhood's fairly high. Right now, we have about 30 to 35-mile-an-hour winds coming in, which are tropical storm winds. By 8 o'clock tonight, we'll have 50-mile-an-hour winds, and by about 2 in the morning, it'll get to hurricane force. And then at 5 o'clock, we will have the full brunt of the force. I'm just relatively calm because I've been through several hurricanes as a child, and I know, procedures and what to do and what to have. We survived Claudette about 8 years ago. She actually came in as a tropical storm, and came in as a Category 2 on top of us, and we sat in the eye wall for at least 4 hours while she spun over the top of us. So, yeah, we're pretty, cool and calm. I'm also on an emergency team here in Victoria that also goes out if needed to help, with damage and everything else. So I got to kind of keep a cool, level head. So, but yeah, we're doing pretty well. It's just, deteriorating quickly here in Victoria.
You clearly have a cool and level head. Your governor has said this is a monster storm, epic destruction is possible. The meteorologists are echoing that, but you're chill.
Yeah, well, we're just doing what we have to do to hunker down and protect ourselves. Like I said, I have a brick home and, fairly, safe place, a neighborhood with houses all around. So the wind is kind of blocked here where we're at. Now, if you do live out in the open fields or country area, then, the wind stories will be a little bit different. But, yeah, we're pretty safe. We got rooms that we can shelter in place in and things that we can use to put over us. Of course, I've had some training with hurricanes, too, so we kind of know what's expected. But, yeah, definitely in the Victoria area and surrounding Texas and the South Coast.
Well, of course.
We just need some prayers and everything like that.
Well, we're sending them to you. We hope this works out for the best. This is Boyce Tesch in Victoria, Texas, not quite on the coast, thankfully, right?
Not quite. Yeah, not quite.
Okay. Be well. I hope you get through this just fine.